Hello, this is Walter Cap with Independence News. I am testing out this microphone thing called MicStream, this little app here. Mixing my voice sound a little bit echoey. I don't know how to fix that. But I realized in my last little video I did, my voice didn't capture at all. So I'm going to be working out the kinks on all this and making sure I get it all done right. So, I am going to be reacting to a Kyle Kulinski episode here. Kyle Kulinski, he is one of my favorites. Well, we're going to react to this. We're just going to test this out, see how it goes here. So I'm using my phone's microphone for the audio. And is this going to even load? Oh crap, I just realized it's gonna be all slow and whatnot. Because my computer is shit. Come on.
There's been a string of extremely wild weather events and weather days that have been happening recently. And it's a mix of, we're in the middle of El Nino, but also climate change. And we are shattering all sorts of records left and right. So first I want to show you this here. This is from CBS News. Florida ocean temperatures peaked to almost 100 degrees amid heat wave. Quote, you really can't cool off. So in South Florida, the ocean is like a literal hot tub. This is wild, man. This is crazy. I've never heard of anything like this before. Floridians usually flock to the ocean to escape the summer heat, but this week it may not have been much help as sea surface temperatures soared to the mid-90s, even encroaching 100 degrees Fahrenheit at some points. Some of the highest temperatures seem to be around South Florida, with a NOAA buoy off the tip of the state recording a water temperature of nearly 97 degrees Fahrenheit on Tuesday and Wednesday. On Thursday, the temperature in that area dropped down to just under 94 degrees. Oh, really cool. Before dropping even further to about 88 degrees as of Friday morning. Those warm waters were even farther north around Tampa Bay. That's like, you know, western central-ish Florida. Buoy data shows Old Port Tampa recorded temperatures surpassing 94 degrees Fahrenheit on Thursday, while a buoy in nearby Clearwater Beach recorded temperatures as high as 91 degrees the same day. The Atlantic coast is
Maybe I can get a bit better.
The Atlantic coast is seeing temperatures in the mid to high 80s. The Weather Channel's Stephanie Abrams told CBS Mornings on Friday that June marked the third consecutive month of record ocean waters. Let me repeat that. Third consecutive month of record ocean waters. Not only are we seeing the warmth in the Pacific with the building of El Nino, but also over the North Atlantic, she said the water temperatures near Miami are in the mid-90s. Okay, so this is terrifying, but I got more for you. Phoenix breaks record with 19th straight day of 110-degree highs. Phoenix's summer has officially gone from abnormally hot to record-breaking hot, as the temperature at Sky Harbor International Airport hit 110 degrees Fahrenheit for the 19th consecutive day, the longest streak ever recorded in the valley. The National Weather Service recorded temperatures of 110 at the airport Tuesday. The previous record of 18 straight days of 110-plus highs was initially set in 1974, which was tied Monday with a high temperature of 116. 110-plus highs are expected to continue throughout the week, meaning each day is likely to set a new record. The same is true for our streak of excessively high overnight lows. Phoenix set a new
That's your
record for
mustache
consecutive
and
days
goatee,
with
bro.
lows of at least 90 degrees Fahrenheit Monday and set a new mark this morning with its 9th straight day when the mercury bottomed out at 94 degrees. So look, understand something. You literally cannot live without AC. You can't live without AC. It's not possible. By the way, AC is not classified as a human right. I think heat is, but AC isn't. But I don't know. When you read something like this, it's like, I think it kind of is, right? And how much longer can we go down this path until it's just like, yeah, Phoenix is uninhabitable now? If you have like 2-month-long streaks in the summer, they're like 125 degrees, 130 degrees. Humans can't live in that. They can't do it. This is where we're at now. Now, again, to be clear, it's a mix of El Nino and climate change that got us to this point, but, you know, you fear, is this just going to be like the new normal? The southwestern and southern U.S. are grappling with a
Unfortunately,
relentless
I think
heat wave
so.
that left 104 million Americans under extreme heat alerts. The triple-digit highs, along with excessive nighttime lows that make it difficult for people's bodies to cool down after arduously hot days, pose significant
can
health
get
risks.
this
The
to
elderly, young,
move
those
over
with chronic
this way.
illnesses, and unhoused people are especially high risk for heat-related illness, but even healthy individuals can quickly succumb to such high temperatures. Heat waves are becoming more intense, lasting longer, and more frequent due to human-caused climate change. Okay, so understand something, guys. I've actually noticed this, too, in Virginia. Like, I'm a weird mix because I like it to be really chilly inside. Like, at night, I like it at, like, 65 degrees. And during the day, I like it at, like, 67, 68. This is inside. But outside, I have a really good
Maybe
tolerance
I
for
should.
extreme heat.
For all my
Like, you know, I
icons
played
over
golf
here
in
and put the
95
video
degree
over
weather,
there.
and it was hot, but, you know, you don't think much of it. You think you're fine. But this summer in particular, there's been a couple days where I've been outside, and I'm only outside for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, which for me is nothing. Like I said, I've spent 4 hours out in 90-plus degree heat, no problem. I have pretty high tolerance for it. But even me, I'm out there like, goddamn, it's really hot. Like, this is uncomfortable. I don't want to be out here. And that's a first in my life. Like, usually I'm a summer lover. I love the summer. I love it when it's hot outside and sunny outside. But even me, I go outside, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is hotter than I've experienced. Between the heat and the humidity, the wet bulb temperature, as they call it, is super high. It's not sustainable. I got more for you. China reports a temperature of 52.2 degrees Celsius, which is 126 degrees Fahrenheit, breaking the country's all-time high. This was July 16th. 126 degrees Fahrenheit.
I don't know. I don't really like
Quote,
this.
hell on earth. Experts warn the world is entering uncharted territory as Northern Hemisphere sees scorching temperatures. Heat dome hits U.S., Saharan furnace grips Europe, and China hits record 52.2 degrees Celsius. The world is entering uncharted territory, experts have warned, as heat waves hit Europe, America, and Asia simultaneously, with a Saharan blast gripping Europe, a heat dome hitting the U.S. and China recording temperatures of 52.2 degrees Celsius, that's 126. Extreme heat currently engulfing the Northern Hemisphere is set to intensify this week, causing overnight temperatures to surge and leading to an increased risk of heart attacks and deaths. This is one of the side effects, y'all. The WMO warned that the heat wave was in its early...
So if you heard that, that was heart attacks and deaths from fucking heat. Now, I know for a fact when I was little, I had an issue where I got a heat stroke. I don't remember when, but I remember getting a heat stroke when I was really little. And I agree with him. I hate the cold. I fucking hate the cold. But even I've been like, fuck, it's too fucking hot to do anything right now. And I stayed in New Orleans for a little bit too. And I wasn't batting an eye down there when I was down in New Orleans. So I mean, there's something going on.
Phases, saying it expected temperatures in North America, Asia, North Africa, and the Mediterranean to be above 40 degrees Celsius for a prolonged number of days this week as the heat wave intensifies. Then they talk about wildfires have hit swaths of the U.S. and southern Europe, Canada as well, threatening people's homes and lives, with 1,200 children rescued by Greek authorities from holiday camps threatened by flames yesterday. Europe, the world's fastest warming continent, is bracing for the peak of the heat wave today or tomorrow, with the temperatures as hot as 49 degrees Celsius. That I'm not good at determining Celsius, but that's well over 100. On Sunday, the village of Sanbao in northwest China, we talked about this, 126 degrees Fahrenheit. Around 230,000 people were evacuated from their homes. Jesus. The world has just experienced its hottest week ever recorded, and now meteorologists are saying that worse is yet to come, with July potentially set to become the hottest month ever. July,
Oh,
the hottest
goddamn.
month ever. We are shattering all sorts of records. One of the things with climate change is not just extreme heat. It's a massive increase in all sorts of extreme weather events.
And I live in Missouri.
Higher highs, lower
August
lows,
is always hotter
you
than
know,
July in Missouri.
more typhoons, more hurricanes, more drought, more famine, you know, wars over water is something that will eventually come, and some places are going to be literally uninhabitable. The Middle East comes to mind. There were some articles that said by 2100 the Middle East will be uninhabitable. This has gotten out of hand, man. Now, again, I want to be clear, it's a mix of both El Nino and climate change that got us to this point, but it's kind of scary when every single time the scientists look at the data, they come back and say, yeah, this is worse than what we thought the worst case scenario would be, which is something I hear all the damn time. So, for the love of God, we got to get off the fossil fuels. We got to move towards green and renewable technology. It truly is unsustainable when you think about how this is progressing. There are consequences for us pumping massive amounts of, you know, carbon into the air, and we're sort of reaping what we sowed here. When we made our bed, and now we're going to sleep in it. Use whatever sort of, whatever line you'd like. But this is not good, and it doesn't seem like it's being treated with the seriousness that it deserves. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm.
Now, like and subscribe to me. Alright. This is Independence News. Alright. And let's keep Americans free for Generation Z and their kids to be. And yes, that is a haiku.